Sup, Tyler from Plugged On. I'm here with an album review. This time I'm going to be talking about the album from the band Bad Wolves entitled Disobey. This is their debut album, and Bad Wolves has been making some waves as of late for a few reasons. I mean, one, they're a super group, if you want to call them that. I mean, you have probably two of the most notable members. You have Tommy Vext, who was in Divine Heresy. R.I.P. Dude, Divine Heresy's cool. Doc Coyle is in it from God Forbid. R.I.P. Fuck, but then you have some Bury Your Dead, Devil Driver members in there. Lots going on there, for sure. So you have that aspect. Then they're managed by Zoltan from Five Finger Death Punch. They put out a cover of Zombie from the Cranberries, and which is exceptional, by the way, which is all over the radio. And now I feel like they're getting on huge tours. I mean, they're doing that Five Finger Death Punch Breaking Benjamin tour. They're playing a lot of big festivals, and then they just have a big marketing push behind them too. This band is going places, man. I feel like it's a lot of lightning in the bottle for them right now. So I was like, I'll at least check it out. Once I heard Zombie, I was like, who's this band? And then I checked out the rest of it. When it's all right, but I'll just wait for the album to come out. And I have to say, I really like this album. I think there's a lot of interesting things going on here. One, I think for a band that's getting kind of a bigger radio push, and who knows how far it'll go beyond Zombie. I think there's a few tracks in here that could certainly make a little bit more of a push too. Not as big as Zombie for sure. But this is a band that almost like Seven Dust that came out the same day, or maybe Five Finger Death Punch themselves, or Avenged Sevenfold or somebody, that kind of they go back and forth between having this modern rock side of them and then a more just metal side of them. And they can kind of appeal to both crowds. And what I find that's interesting about Bad Wolves is I feel they're just so much heavier than a lot of those bands. Well, maybe not Seven Dust, but bands I mentioned. But they have a different style to them. A lot of down-tuned guitars, feels very metalcore-like with some of them. With some of their riffs, feels very gent-like, if you want to call them. Just those sorts of style of riffs that have some interesting timing, or a little bit more bouncier. So they have that aspect to them, which I think for a band that's going on radio, I think is a little bit refreshing, I guess you could say, from the type of sounds that you hear on there a lot. There's some solid songs on here, and then I also think the vocals from Tommy are fucking fantastic for the most part as well. It starts off with Officer Down, which is a very aggressive track with a great chorus from Tommy on vocals. Same with Learn to Live. One of my favorites in this is No Masters, the third track on here. It's one of the more simplistic songs, but that main riff is so fucking catchy, and it has such an amazing rhythm to it that I just love, and I really love Tommy's vocals throughout this entire track. It's one of my favorites for sure. It's a song that I've just been listening to nonstop since this album came out. But then I think another track on here that could totally appeal to the masses a little bit is Remember When. There's definitely some different vocals going on there, a little bit more faster paced vocals, but it has that radio rock sounding chorus, and I do enjoy that song. It's to me, it's fine to jam some of those songs every now and then, because they can be good and just invoke some feelings in you, and I think that's a good one there. But then what I like about the pacing of this album is, like, right after Remember When, which is a little bit more of a appealing song, you could say, they get right back to it with Better the Devil and Jesus Slaves. And Better the Devil, I fucking love the riff that starts that song off. I think that's a great riff, and I always enjoyed God Forbid's guitar work, for sure, with Doc being the lead guitarist there, but this is definitely a different side of him for sure, a little bit more of a heavier side that I really like. And I like that, yes, there are some more simplistic guitar things going on in riffs, but then sometimes just punch me in the mouth, dude. It's great. And then, to end the album, you have Toast to the Ghost, which I love that track name. It's great. Which, that's one of the stronger songs on here to me. I love the energy of that chorus. That's something that I didn't see coming, personally, and I really enjoyed that as well. I would say the last few tracks besides Toast to the Ghost to me are a little bit hit or miss. They blend together a tad bit too much to me. But I do truly feel the first, first 7 songs are really strong on this one. I just think their songwriting is good, and I hope that, this band puts out many more records. I think they definitely will with the success that they've been having, and I hope that they don't, I would be fine if, of course, it's all on how they want to write. I'm just speaking out my ass at this point. But, if they went we gotta write the hits, the mainstream radio songs, I think they could be good, but keep that edge to you. But also don't be afraid to just go all out with that. If you gotta be heavy and punch somebody in the fucking mouth, do it. But don't hold back. Don't be corny about it or anything like that. And that's what I like about this album. It can restrain itself a little bit, but then it can also just bam, right in your face. It's a fun album to listen to, and I think, it's in their kind of area, I guess. I think they're a little bit more of a refreshing band to me, and I like their heavier metalcore side, I guess you could say, and I think Tommy delivers with great vocals there, both the the harsher vocals and the clean singing. There's a lot of good stuff going on here for sure to me. 8.5 out of 10. Check out Disobey from Bad Wolves. Let me know what you think. We have a few things coming up here. We're seeing Deadpool 2. Go check out Avengers Infinity Wars review if you've seen that. Check out Angelus Patria, which is Spanish thrash metal. Great. Check out that review. Dimmu Borgir. It's fun. And then we have a few lists that we're working on. I know Keith and I are working on our next band album rankings that we've been doing that I think a lot of you guys enjoy, but I'll say I think we almost enjoy them more. I would fucking make those videos all the time even if nobody watched them. I'll just be honest with you. Not that we're super famous, but hey, appreciate you watching anyways. Thanks for watching. See ya.